Thank you for joining me once again today. Today I want to talk about how you can apply for admission to a UK university. Number 2 is how you can apply for a visa. And then the last part of this video, or this set of videos, I'm going to be talking about just giving you a very specific view of the amount of monies you're going to need if you were to apply to come to the UK as a student on a student visa. So the first thing I'm going to be doing in the part 1 of this video is to walk you through how do you choose a university in the UK, how do you apply for the admission, and then how many weeks it's going to take you to get the admission, what documents do you need when applying for the admission. The first thing you're going to need is, if you just go online, right? If you go online, you want to go to the list of universities and their rankings. Why I think this is important for you is it gives you a broad view of the universities in the UK, what their rankings are in the UK. So according to The Guardian gives you, I don't know if you can see this, right? But The Guardian gives you, so if you type in The Guardian University The Guardian UK University rankings, it gives you a ranking of all the universities in the UK from number 1 to number 121, right? So you have University of East London, University of Westminster, University of Brighton, University of York, University of Hull, University of Essex, So these are all the universities. So The Guardian, I'm gonna find a way to put it up on this video so you can see it. It lists out all the universities for you. So you choose any one you want. You can choose University of Newcastle, you can choose University of Hull. So when you pick your university, right, the next thing you want to do now is apply for the admission. So let's say, for example, you're going for a master's, right? You're going for an MA in international politics, right? So this is just as an example. So you're applying for a master's from Nigeria, right? You're in Nigeria, you're a Nigerian, or you're an African, because this is just specifically for people in Nigeria, right? And you want to apply to come to the UK to study masters in international politics. You might want to study masters in law, masters in psychology. This is just as an example, right? You pick your course. When you've picked your course, the next thing you want to do is you want to gather your documents, right? So because there are some documents you'll be needing while applying for admission to a UK university. The first document you're going to need is your birth certificates. So birth certificates, among all the documents you needed. If you apply for an undergraduate in Nigeria, you have your birth certificates. You need your birth certificates again when applying. The university website will tell you as well all the documents you need. But just for this video, the documents you need are your birth certificates, your passports, so your international passports. You can get this in any state in Nigeria. You go to the immigration office in each of those 36 states, and they can offer you pay for it to apply. They will offer you your international passport, because you're going to be needing the number on your international passport to apply, and you're going to be needing your data page when applying for the admission. The next thing you need again is your WAEC results. So you need your WAEC results. So they might ask you for a scratch card. So you send them this scratch card so that when they scratch it, they'll be able to find out what your WAEC results were. Another thing you need is IELTS results. This depends on the university. Not every university will ask you for your IELTS results. Some universities may ask you for it. Some universities may not ask you for it, but it depends. So if you have an IELTS result and you feel that the university you want to apply to them, and they're asking you for this, then fine, give this to them. But in some cases, they won't ask you for your IELTS results. Another important thing you need is your transcripts. I'm just gonna write transcripts or degree certificates, not and degree certificates. So you're gonna be needing your transcripts and your degree certs when applying. So again, go to your university. If you did an undergrad in Nigeria, you went to Unizik, University of Lagos, ask them for your transcripts ask them, they should have given you this already if you finish your degree successfully. You're gonna need the two of them when applying for your admission. And the last thing you're gonna need is your reference, right? So in this case, in most cases, it has to be your lecturer. So the lecturer that taught you in your undergraduate degree. You know, most of the cases they're going to ask you for 2 references. So you approach your referees, like they call them, and ask them to write you a reference letter for your university. Obviously, letterheaded on their letterhead, signed by them, then sent to the university. So before you apply, right, you're choosing your university, any university at all, right? You've compared the prices, because prices matter. You know, when you go to the website of any university at all, you're gonna see home students, you're gonna see fees or funding, right? So under fees or funding, you're gonna see home students, and then you're gonna see international students. What you wanna focus on is the price for international students, right? So for international, because obviously you're Nigerian, you're not a UK citizen, you're going to be applying as an international student. So you're going to be concerned with how much is that cost? How much is the fees or the tuition fee for this particular course in that particular university? And then you compare and contrast. How much does University of Hull, for example, how much are they asking you to pay for this particular course? How much is University of Newcastle asking you to pay? How much is University of York asking you to pay? When you compare and contrast, obviously you want to be looking for the cheapest university. However, you also want to apply to different universities so that anyone that responds to you can have different options to choose from. So I think that should do it for applying, right? So you've chosen your university, you've chosen your course, your university, the Guardian list of universities, so many universities. Choose one, apply. Choose your course. You're gonna need all these documents when applying. The next step in this process is, hopefully you've done all this, and what happens next is the university, they will reach out to you, they will send you an email confirming they've accepted, they've received the application. The next thing they're gonna do in the next 2-3 weeks is they're gonna send you a conditional offer. So what it means is conditional, right? They're gonna send you a conditional offer. So the conditional offer, obviously, as the word means, is based on some conditions. There are some conditions you have to satisfy for the university to say to you, okay, we've accepted your admission, we're gonna now offer you an unconditional offer. So at this stage, what they're gonna ask you to do is, I'm just gonna use a red marker here. So at this stage, they're gonna ask you for your deposits. So you're gonna need deposits. In most of the cases, they're gonna ask you for a deposit of £4,000, right? I'm just gonna make sure this is recording. Yeah. So they're gonna ask you for a deposit of £4,000. They might at this stage ask you for your personal statements, right? So personal statements. Personal statements. At this stage, anything they're going to ask you for is anything you didn't provide for them when you were applying. So if you didn't provide your passport, at this stage, they're going to ask you for your passport as well. They're going to want to see your passport. They might ask you for your personal statements. Most importantly, this is very important, they're gonna want you to pay £4,000 to them. It might be £3,000, it might be £2,000, but in most of the cases, the deposit will be £4,000. So when you've paid this fee of £4,000, when you've given them your personal statements, right? You've done this. At this point, the next letter you're gonna receive, or the next email you're gonna receive, will be an email making your offer unconditional. right? So your offer becomes unconditional offer. So at this point, they've accepted you as a student. They've given you an unconditional offer for your admission. At this stage now, the next thing you are expecting is what you call your CAS, right? So your confirmation of acceptance of studies. In simple terms, this is your admission letter. This CAS is what you're gonna need when applying for your visa. It's gonna contain some numbers. There's a number it's gonna contain on this CAS. It's a letter, it's an email. In the email, you find your CAS. However, note this, the CAS won't come up until 3 months before your start date. So for example, if you were to start September 1st, right? Or most courses start September 20th or January. Let's say you're going to either January. Not every university offers January entry for their master's program. Most universities go for September entry, right? And most of the time it starts September 20th. So that means they won't give you your CAS up till July 20th. So let's say you want to come into the UK for your student visa as a student in September. Up until July 20th, you won't get this. So 3 months before your start date, that's when they're going to offer you your CAS. So again, you know, you've applied for your master's degree, either undergrad, it doesn't matter, undergrad or master's, right? You've sent all your documents, they will give you a conditional offer. You've paid your deposits. They make it unconditional. 3 months before your start date, they'll give you a CAS. So this concludes the first part of the video, right? This concludes the first part of. I just wanted to give you a set of things required that I believe you're gonna need. So part 1 of this video basically is choosing your university in the UK, applying for your admission, choosing a course on the website. Very easy, you know, you can do this under 1 hour. You know, you can apply for an admission to a UK university under 1 hour. In 2 weeks, they will get back to you. And yeah, if you like this video, please don't forget to like it, don't forget to share it with your friends, don't forget to subscribe as well, and let me know what you think. Thank you.